Hey everybody, wanted to share a few updates regarding my channel. And to start, I want to share something cool that happened to me last week. I got an email from the editor of Biblical Theology Bulletin, which is a biblical studies journal that tries to make biblical scholarship a little more publicly accessible. So here's the cover of their forthcoming issue. And in this email, the editor let me know that in this issue, in his editorial introduction, he was going to be highlighting my work as an example of how public biblical scholarship can work. So here are the 2 pages of that editorial introduction. I thought this was an incredibly cool and incredibly humbling honor, and I thought some of y'all might find that interesting as well. Second thing I want to talk about is part 2 of my online Introduction to Biblical Hebrew class. We did part 1 last year. All the classes were recorded, and that's available if anybody would like to start learning Biblical Hebrew from scratch on my website, mcclellan.org. And then registration for part 2 is available now. The classes will start recording on Monday, March 3rd, and that will go through Thursday, June 12th. Classes will be held every Monday and Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Again, they'll all be recorded. You can attend the live recording if you like, or you can take the class asynchronously. You can wait until everything's been recorded and just come in and shotgun the whole thing if you want. The textbook that will be required for that class is Lexham Press's Learning Biblical Hebrew, the textbook and the workbook. And all of the links and all the information is available on the syllabus if you sign up. If you already have a foundation in Biblical Hebrew, feel free to sign up for part 2. And then there's also a combo package with a bit of a discount if you'd like to sign up for both of them. That's only $350 on my website. Next thing I want to talk about is some of the changes in my production values on my channel of late. A lot of people have noticed this and have commented on this. Some people appreciate it, some people don't. But because of the uncertainty regarding the future of TikTok, I've made the decision to transition my home base from TikTok to YouTube. And so I've now been filming in landscape orientation instead of portrait. And some people have been saying, hey, you got all this room on the side of you. Don't put your images and your text right in front of your face. And the reason I'm doing that is because I record in landscape orientation and then I edit the video down to portrait orientation so that I can record once and post videos on YouTube as well as on TikTok and Instagram and other places where the native orientation is the portrait orientation. And so for the time being, I'm going to continue doing that until I can come up with more efficient ways to record once and make videos available across a variety of different platforms. And another issue that has come up is my audio quality. I was recording on an iPhone 14 up until about 6 months ago or so when I got an iPhone 15. And at that point, my lav mics would no longer plug into the iPhone 15 because it has an entirely different port, the USB-C port. I ordered some lav mics. The first few either didn't work at all or didn't work very well. The one I'm using right now doesn't work incredibly well. It's not very sensitive, and I actually have to crank up the volume when I'm editing the video, which reduces the quality. And then I've also got one of the wireless ones that you plug into the phone and then you clip the thing on. And that also has issues. I get a lot of static, I get a lot of feedback and things like that. So I'm still trying to solve the audio issue. But if any of y'all know of really high quality lav mics that I can plug into an iPhone 15, I would appreciate knowing, because I've tried several different things and so far nothing has come close to the audio quality that I was able to achieve on a cheap little lav mic that I could plug into my iPhone 14. So still trying to solve that one, and your help is greatly appreciated. Next thing I want to talk about is my forthcoming book, The Bible Says So, What We Get Right and Wrong About Scripture's Most Controversial Issues. This comes out April 29th. You can pre-order now. There's going to be an audiobook. I'm going to start recording the narration for the audiobook in about a week and a half. There's also an ebook. You can get it on Kindle. You can order a hardcover. And the publisher didn't have a budget for a book signing tour, and so my podcast co-host Dan Beecher and I are going to crowdfund one. And we've got the dates for the first leg of that tour finalized. On Saturday, April 26th, we're going to be in Chicago. On Monday, April 28th, we're going to be in Seattle. On Wednesday, April 30th, we're going to be in Portland. And then on Friday, May 2nd, we're going to be in LA. We still have to finalize the venues, and we'll let you know about that when we have that information. But tickets are going to be two different kinds. There's going to be a general event that will have a reading from my book, a Q&A, and then a book signing. And then there's also going to be a VIP after party. The tickets for that will be a little more expensive, and they'll be limited to 25 tickets for each location. But we're going to have info on where you can get tickets soon, and we'll also have an update on the second leg of that tour, which will be focused on the central and eastern part of the United States. Right now we're thinking 4 venues, but maybe we'll do 5. We got to see what the schedule holds. And then I'll also be doing some events in Salt Lake and Utah counties. I'll try to do one in Denver where I have a bunch of family, and then I've also got family in Clarkdale and Jerome, Arizona, so I'm looking to do one down there as well, probably in May or early June. And then I will be in Boston on Sunday, June 8th, because the Old South Church in Boston is going to be honoring me with an award, and they are also going to be hosting a book event that will either be that Saturday, that Sunday, or that Monday. We haven't decided yet. So lots of cool things coming up, and the last thing I want to say before I sign off is thank you to everybody who has supported my channel in whatever way you have. Your support has made it possible for me to turn something that I would do for free into an actual living. It has completely changed my life. I have a new career now. Public scholarship is something I've always been passionate about, and now I get to do it for a living, and it's the coolest thing in the world. So thank you so much to everybody who has supported my channel in whatever way you have done that, whether that's through purchasing my classes or subscribing to my Patreon or just liking and commenting on and sharing my videos. Your support means the world to me, so thank you so very much. And the fit for this video has been Uncanny X-Men 201.